Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And news comes in of a Tory MP who's writing to all the schools in his constituency and telling them to hold back on the trans agenda. He's saying just because a child thinks they may be trans doesn't mean they are, could just be a phase, and that they're not to push it. Because at the moment we all know that as soon as like a little boy picks up a dolly, the left-wing teachers, the trans lobby, all this are going, oh, he's obviously trans, and would love nothing more to whip that boy down to the hospital and off with his ghoulies. But this MP is saying, no, you need to hold back because there's no assessments done. Don't push this agenda onto children. It's wrong and it's immoral. And he's quite right. Let's have a look at this article. So the headline says it all. School children who call themselves transgender are going through nothing more than a phase, says Tory MP as he urges schools to push back against trans campaigners. Nick Fletcher has sent letters to each school in his South Yorkshire constituency. He insisted a transgender lifestyle is being glamorised in books and media. The MP who once claimed young men being turned to crime as Doctor Who is a woman. It's a bit more than that. He didn't actually say it like that. What he said was a lack of positive male role models is having an effect on young impressionable men, or boys, teenagers. And he's quite right. One only has to look at sort of television and film, and a whole series of strong male positive role models have been weakened and diminished, changed to women or made to look stupid. Men are now the bumbling idiots, women are the best, and you get some tiny woman throwing a huge man across the room because woman, which actually in real life won't happen, so ladies, don't try it. You're taking away all those strong role models, and that's what he was saying. So it's not that the Doctor Who was a woman, it was a more general thing about the removal of strong male role models. Let's not make him out to be an idiot here. Anyway, he insisted a transgender lifestyle is being glamorised in books and the media and claimed he would stand up for head teachers who didn't indulge in the same way. The MP for Don Valley in South Yorkshire said in his letter, I believe quite simply that boys are boys and girls are girls. There are obviously some who may feel different to this. I recall in my childhood there were girls who were viewed as tomboys, and usually or probably prepubescent boys that liked the company more of girls. So this in itself is nothing new. But what is new is the way it is now viewed. It appears from the media that it is now seen by our children and young people that they may be or actually are transgender when it comes to the feelings of being a boy or a girl. But the thing is, they're young, prepubescent or, metapubescent, going through it. They don't know. They haven't established. Things are very confusing. Wait until the end of it and then see what you are. Don't get the chemicals shoved in them. Don't get the operations done. Wait and see. Books which make this ideology acceptable to embrace and such media in all its forms that glamorise this transgender lifestyle are, I'm afraid, reaffirming something that is nothing more than a phase. In fact, it's worse than that. You're encouraging children down a path that before very long is irreversible. Once those chemicals go in, once they go under the blade, there's no coming back. Their bodies, they've sterilised them. The trans lobby are pushing for the sterilisation of children and the utter screwing of their mental facilities. They're not all trans. Some of them are just confused, and yet they're pushing this down. The trans lobby don't care about the misery, pain, confusion, and then destroyed lives of children. They don't care. What they want is the agenda pushed. If they can get it into children, all the better. The trans lobby are dangerous, and they are to be kept well away from children. They're worse, I think, than the Ps. The Ps will affect a child once. The trans will destroy a life forever. I think trans people need to be on a register for the same reason that we have a P register, to protect children. Mr. Fletcher has been outspoken over women traditionally taking male roles in films and television, most notably, as I mentioned before, when Jodie Whittaker was named as the first female Doctor Who, which he claimed was forcing young men towards a life of crime. But I've already explained that. It's not just that, it was the whole thing. The MP used a debate about International Men's Day to bemoan a lack of positive male role models on the big screen, and he drew a link between crimes committed by young men with a slew of previously male on-screen roles shown in a positive light being taken on or replaced by women in the lead. And he also was citing Ghostbusters, with Ghostbusters 2016, the absolute failure, where all the men were written out to be, or either written out entirely or were shown to be dumb. And it was a failure. And then the next Ghostbusters came, and it was an absolute raging success because they got the old crew back. Positive male role models. And to go on an aside with this, the left bemoan toxic masculinity. They hate strong men. Well, let me tell you what a strong man is. A strong man is someone who gets up, goes and does a hard day's work to earn the bacon to bring back to raise his family and keep his family. A strong man does not raise his hand to a wife. A strong man does not beat children. A strong man protects. A strong man looks after. A strong man builds. It is weak men that raise their hands. It is weak men that don't do a day's work, that are parasites on society. It is weak men that can't hold and have the cohesion of family and that get multiple girls pregnant and then bugger off. They're weak little men. Strong men don't do that. And yet the left bemoans the strong male. Just to let you know. He said that more positive male role models could help combat violence against women and girls. The vast majority of which is carried out by men and boys, by, let's put that, weak men and boys. Beaters. Very much beaters. Last year, Mr. Fletcher was caught out posting the same selfie for the third time to publicise a constituency visit after residents spotted Christmas trees in the background. Oh, well, bless. If that's all they've got on him, that's what they're going for. And he said he just forgot about it. And that's fine, that's the end of the article. So if that's all that the left can come up with is he used the same picture more than once, bless. They haven't got an argument. Well, of course they haven't got an argument, because everything they say is utter rubbish. Anyway, I shall end here, come up, and we'll round off the video. I've said it many times, but the trans lobby really are dangerous. They keep going for children all the time. And it's nice to see that someone is starting to push back and say, leave the damn kids alone. When you put a child down a line and cross that line of no return, the psychological damage is irreversible. The physical damage is irreversible. You are pushing children towards forced sterilisation. Very popular in Germany in the 30s, I heard. And that's the route they're going. And it needs to be fought. And people who do this need to be arrested and prosecuted. And they need to go on that register. They are dangerous, evil people. Anyway, I shall end it there. If you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and goodbye.